Okay, welcome everyone to our Tuesday class meeting. And this week we will spend just 1 week, this 9/11 week, 1 week to study our oceans. Okay, because this module is not that hard to understand, but it's just a little bit too many things, the facts you want to learn. So this week, actually, we are going to use a new way to learn, which we are going to take advantage of our community, our learning community. Okay, but let me show you how that will work. Okay, let me share the screen with you. Okay, so those are our modules. This is 5, yes. Okay, so if you go to very bottom, we have our module number 8, ocean ecosystem, which is another thing has blown my mind. You know, there is out there a brand new world we have no idea about because we are living on the land. You know what? We know more about the moon than the things, the parts, the facts we know about our ocean. Okay, can you imagine your favorite fish, my favorite fish, tuna? They migrate every year, to Arctic Ocean and then migrate back. Such a long distance, another thing, out of Gene scale, you know, just to blow my mind. Okay, just by reading our textbook, that is just so much fun to read our textbook. So this module, we are going to spend most of time reading the textbook and watch the videos. Okay, so you can see this is the introduction. Okay, ocean is a central part of our physical geography. Believe it or not, actually, you know this. 70 parts of our Earth is ocean, and which means they actually is a big part of our physical environment. Okay, 70%, 70%. What you will learn in this module? Well, you will know the major physical features of our oceans, what's on the seafloor, right? What's the topographic features on our seafloor, and describe the ecosystems along the continental margins, which also known as AKA coastal seas or coastal oceans. That is the parts you see the most biodiversity. Okay, you see the most beautiful animals there. But of course, in the abysmal, very deep ocean, you think, oh, probably there's no life living there. Actually, no. The shape of the life living at our abyssal plane, okay, that's the deepest part of our ocean, blow our mind. Okay, they just take their own shape. It's not like an alien world. Like an alien world. And also you're going to explore the polar marine ecosystems, the plankton. Okay, another thing we would never, experience on our land, and also describe the geographic patterns of the life in the open ocean. Okay, our the blue whales. I named my car as Blue Whale because her color is blue, and I just like our ocean. The migration of those ocean animals and the life. Okay, and assess the environment impact and remedies of plastic pollution in our oceans. I know in SMC we have a club called Plastic Free, right? Plastic free. Those, plastic, the materials, when they end up in the ocean, not just like plastic bags, but also microplastic, that can harm our ocean lives. Well, actually, at the end of the day, can finally, uh, jeopardize your own health because we eat fish, right? Okay, we are with a part of the food chain over there. So this chapter also give us opportunity to see how those plastic materials end up in the ocean and then come back to our table, to our dinner table. Okay, so this is a very good chapter to read on and many interesting things to learn. Okay, so what you are going to do, okay, so you are going to read your textbook. Okay, you must read your textbook this week, and then the study guide of the module. Okay, I have 24 questions for you, but you can find all the questions, you know, from our textbook, and also read the lecture presentation. Since we want to focus on our textbook, this module I decide to use the publisher, the presentation. Okay, it's not I'm lazy because it's just because here your publisher presentation is directly just go along with your chapter, so that will make the reading easier. Okay, can be a summary about your chapter. Okay, the key part you want to focus on. Okay, and also you want to, oh, sorry, I changed my mind for this part. We don't have an essay because I know it's close to the end of the semester. You are busy. We change this one to a discussion. Okay, discussion. Let me change that later. So this discussion is again group discussion. We don't have labs. We have a group discussion on the 24 study questions. Okay, 24 study questions. So you want to, let me show you at the end of the module, you want to finish a quiz. Okay, so let me show you that discussion. Clear the drawings. Let me go back. Let's see. Here we go. Okay, Q&A discussion board. That's due next Monday. Okay. All right. So the goal is to help each other to learn this module, because this module we have met too many facts to learn. So my thinking is we can split those 24 questions. You know, we work in groups, and each of the group members can in charge of some questions, and we teach each other. Okay, we call that learn, pair, and share. Okay, then we study in a community that can reduce the amount of work you have to do, but also you can learn from each other, and that's much more fun, right? So this is how it works. Okay, so in you're going to post two things, two parts. Okay, in your initial post, but this is after you study this module, you're going to share at least one question from the question list. So download here, there's a question list. You have 24 questions there that you don't quite understand. Okay, you have 24 questions here. Let me download it. Okay, it's a DOCX, and opened it. Let me get a new share. Let's see, new share. Yes, here we go. Okay. Oh, actually 25 questions, sorry. You can see there's a lot of questions, but many of them it's just the facts. Just by reading the textbook, you can find the exact answer over there. Okay, so here, well, many facts. Okay, but when you study some of them, for example, this one is very interesting. Coral bleaching, you probably heard about it, right? But another question is is it permanent? Can you reverse it? Can you restore our coral reef ecosystem? The quick thought is probably no, right? They die, right? But is that true? Is that permanent? Okay, let me give you a hint. Actually, yes, you can restore it. But I'm so curious about it. Okay, then I want to ask this question: why? Why is not permanent? You can restore it, and how? Right? And you can ask your friends, ask your learning community. So that is this share. Can you see my screen? Your my browser?
Yeah, we
Yes?
can see the question.
You can see the question. Okay, so let me see. Let me share the browser here. Screen. Okay, you can see my screen, right?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Nico. All right, and then that is your first post. That is your first post. Okay, and please be specific. I spelled that wrong. Specific about what you're confused with or what you're curious about. Okay, that is your 4 points. Okay, be specific. Be specific. You don't just copy and paste my questions. Okay, and also you're going to the heavy part is reply to your peers. You're going to browse the questions posted by your classmates and also help answer at least 2 of your classmates' questions. Okay? And answer their questions he or she has. That is the 6 points, 3 points each. Okay? You're going to help her or help him to answer the questions. Okay? This is the learning community. And well, here I have my discussion guidelines, and also you will have your rubric. Okay, your rubric is here. Okay, read your rubric, try to make the perfect score. Okay. All right, so any questions? Okay, this is the new part, okay, because I decide don't give you the essay because I know that is very stressful. I just want to create this fun learning community to help each other learn. Okay, and also next week we're going to have a little bit relatively heavier chapter module on geology, on geomorphology. So we can fast learn this, and then we move to the next module. Okay. All right. Okay. So this is the discussion. Okay. And here, that is your study guide and learning materials. Okay. So basically, this module is, a lot of facts, but you can summarize that into different sections. Okay. The first one is to study the human impacts on our coastal oceans. Okay, like I said earlier, our coastal sea, those open water, is the most biodiverse area in our ocean, and our human heavily impact these places. Imagine, you are in charge of our Santa Monica Bay, right? Okay, when you imagine you're standing there, okay, you will see one side is purely nature, right? It's just our ocean, but on the other side, that is one of the biggest cities in United States. We have so many people living there, right? And in certain parts of LA, it's not that clean. It's nasty. I'm sorry, I use that word. It's nasty. Imagine there is a huge rainstorm, okay? Your heavy rain, your thunderstorm, for example, that, create a huge heavy flood in our urban area. And where those water go? They will go to our ocean, right? If you ever been to LA River, if you do the LA River cleaning up in the normal years, I do that every year to clean up LA River, the trash from downtown LA, from inland parts of our city. You can see how many trash we dumped into our river and that end up in our ocean. That will impact our ocean animals and ecosystem, right? And also the pollution. If you're standing there, you look at standing in Palos Verdes, or you go to Santa Barbara, or you go to the Channel Island, you will see so many oil drilling platforms, right? And those, if they have certain any leaks, actually they constantly have leaks, believe it or not, those oil actually will end up in our ocean. That is the toxic, right? That will jeopardize our ocean ecosystem. Imagine, well, let's change a place. Let's go to Hawaii, another my favorite place. On the islands, we don't have plastic bags. They just have a paper bags. So in a grocery store, you don't have to choose paper or plastic. Actually, they are only paper because they're in the middle of the Pacific. They don't want those plastic into our ocean because they also heavily rely on our ocean, the seafoods, right? You have your tuna bowl, right? Okay, so you can see that is the most, we have the ocean, we have human and nature. We interact with each other so intensively in our coastal ocean. Actually, we create some zone, we call that coastal dead zones. Okay, what's the dead zones? That is a human heavily impact in that area and no ocean animals can live there. Okay, there's a lot. In our textbook, you will see there's a lot, but one typical example you see in our textbook, that is our Gulf of Mexico. Our Gulf, okay? One reason I know is you have so many pipelines in our Gulf of Mexico, okay? Let me quickly search pipelines of Mexico. Let me show you a picture. Oh, Google, I don't like Yahoo. Okay, let me show you an image. Here, guys, I just quickly